Welcome to another episode on Chasing 80s Toys. On behalf of my good friends Scuba Pete and Jeff Barker, I want to thank those who joined us from the start on this journey, getting the Defiant from Jeff's place to Scuba Pete's. And this journey is about to become full circle. You're watching the conclusion of this adventure. You're watching Defiant on the Move Part 3.
Hey guys, we uncrated it and we have got it inside. Up next, the unboxing. I think we're gonna do this time-lapse style. Check it out. Do you wanna build a foam man? Whew, that was a lot of work. A labor of love for sure. Jeff, you sure packed these things top notch. I know everybody's wondering, how did the blue gantry doors fare? So let's check them out. In other news, Jeff has caused a shortage of foam and duct tape in the greater mountain area. There we go. In very good shape. Hinges A-okay. All right. Number 2. Ta-da! I know this is the one that gave Jeff a little bit more fit because I see a little lubrication residue. But it is A-okay! Great job, Jeff! Now to get the rest of this thing assembled. So imagine my surprise while I'm unwrapping all these parts. Jeff has included some fancy space shot glasses. I can't believe it. It's like a 5 shot glass set. Fantastic, Jeff. Just fantastic. Another awesome reason why I chose to purchase this set from Jeff is he actually had the figures with it. That's right, 1987's hardtop and payload. Now, hardtop's mic is a reproduction mic. That is his original weapon. And payload is just a figure with his helmet, which is pretty awesome. He just needs his EVA backpack, so something for me to chase. They're just so beautiful. I'm so thankful that Jeff included some toilet paper for this. It's just so beautiful, man. So we've come to the end of the journey. The Defiant has made it here safely. I've spent the last week and a half cleaning and polishing, stickering, and still chasing a few parts for it. I plastic welded a few minor repairs, nothing to be worried about. But all in all, she's ready for flight. I can't believe that I'm the proud owner of now Jeff's Defiant. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you to everybody for watching. I really hope you enjoyed our journey for this awesome ship. See ya.
Hello guys, Jeff, Pete, how are you doing?
Hey, what's up?
Hey there.
Good to see you guys. Hey, it's the end of part 3 of Defiant on the Move, and I think this is a good moment to sum up how we experienced this adventure. How did you guys experience it?
I experienced it by a lot of wrapping of foam and a lot of duct tape and just a lot of learning on what to do and not to do on how to get something that fragile halfway across the country. Just the whole journey from finding that Defiant in a pawn shop here in Idaho and doing my restoration work that I could do on it, and then talking to Pete, and it was just amazing to get to know everybody because of this. And it's been something that we've worked on together as a group, and it's been amazing. And so even the shipping part of it, the people at the shipping company were absolutely fully on board with helping out and getting this to where it needed to go in one piece. And so the key thing was one piece, and it made it there, and it's awesome. So yeah, that's been an amazing experience for me.
Awesome. And our new Defiant owner, Defiant Space Pete.
No longer scuba.
I can't believe, I was watching that tracking, like updates, like, all right, what's your position right now? Come on, baby. She's coming in hot. And
Awesome.
yeah, for it to arrive, and I mean, basically we were shipping eggs,
Yeah.
across the United States, and to get that intact with zero damage to it is an amazing feat and a testament to your packing skills. In other news, I'm able to completely reupholster my entire sofa with all that foam. So
Yeah.
Awesome.
The quilters in the Idaho area are very sad these days because there are there's no blanket padding left in the area.
Still a shortage.
Yeah.
And what amazes me from this experience, to just mention one thing, is it went on the truck in Idaho, and that truck went all the way to the other side of the states, to Indiana, and it didn't leave that truck for one moment.
No, it didn't. It didn't go through the normal shipping process. It went as freight. So we actually put it on a wooden pallet, wrapped it all up with a saran wrap after building custom boxes for it, as well as the boxes I built here. And it went from the front door of that store onto the truck. One person drove it all the way to Indiana, to Pete's house. Lift gate went down, and there it was. And it never went through all the handling and stuff that is the bane of the existence of everybody that ships toys.
And that delivery guy's like, "What is in this?" And I'm like, "You wouldn't believe if I told you." And I'm going to tell you. And he was like, "A space shuttle?" I'm like,
that's the way the lady at the store was that helped me. She was like, "What is this?" It's like, and so I got explaining it to her. She's like, "Oh, okay." And then she got excited and she got on board, and she's like, "Okay, I'm going to build this box to go here and this here, and we're going to put it on this pallet. It's leaning over against the wall over here." And she was fully on board with it too. It was great.
What was so funny is, like, for the next couple days after delivery, our neighbors around us are like, "What did you get?" Because you get a refrigerator, you get a washer dryer or a sofa. Everybody knows it and sees it, but that was rather elusive. So they were like, "What on earth could it be?" And then again, telling them, they're like, "A space shuttle," and I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah. There's not many that understand except for these groups that we're all in, and my wife's like, "What are you doing again tonight? You're rapping what?"
I'm working on the booster. It's
exactly. Trying to figure out if I call it a gantry or a crawler or what.
Yeah, it was awesome. And for me, I was here in the Netherlands and not in the States, but working on the footage, I've seen, only this bit came into the final edit of part 1 and the same for part 3, but it was this much of footage and I went through all of it. And for me, I really felt like I was there with you guys all the way through this amazing adventure. And part of me didn't want it to end.
Yeah, me too. I had so much fun doing it, but I did feel sorry for Chris because I sent him way too much. And there's a whole subplot of me talking about pressurization of an airplane cabin and bubble wrapping and how it expands and that we didn't even use. Like, this is stupid.
It's like the Snyder cut of the Defiant shipping.
Yes.
It is. And what people didn't get to see, what we're doing now, we did a lot of these Skype video chats to talk about before we start recording from guys, how we're going to do this and how we're going to film this and how we should do this and that, and we did a lot of these along the process. And
honestly, is right up there with the Defiant, getting to hang out with you guys. I mean, to have these regular chats is just awesome. And yet again, I mean, just one of the cool things to come out of what was a very weird 2020 are all these toy friendships.
Completely the best part.
Yeah, that we have across the globe, because it's not just, Indiana or U.S. I mean, it's so cool to be able to chat and hang out with everybody globally.
All the people that we've gotten to know in the different groups, in the different Patreon groups, as well as it's amazing. It is happened to me this year because of all this. It's been simply amazing, and it's been so much fun getting into this stuff even more. And this was my first time doing video work like this, and I've done work behind the camera a lot in the past in my profession, but first time ever being in front of the camera. And Chris is like, "Yeah, you got to stop saying so much." So first time for me, as you could probably tell.
I didn't say it like that to Jeff. You got to stop saying. I said from Jeff. You do say so a lot, and I noticed while I was working on the footage, and I mentioned it to you, and I was like, "Does it disturb you to see it back?" Or I could edit a few of those so's out if that's, and that's what we end up doing.
That, and we realized that the Walmart ring lights that reflect in the glasses probably weren't the best lighting. It's been amazing. But you're right. The friendships out of this have been worth anything, much more than any of the money or any of the actual toys themselves could be. It's been great.
And the response coming from other channels, like just to mention Joe Burke. plugging us on their episode and their that Poof and all these other amazing channels that.
What?
Yeah, and Tony and Michael from the other channels letting us put it on on their walls and stuff too. So it's been great.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Pete, what are you going to do with it now? Do you got it all set up? Are you done?
I have it all set up, and in a further update, like I needed a gun chair,
right,
and the crank with the spiral gear on it. I have sourced those locally at a brand new shop, and I will be picking those up in just a few days.
Awesome.
Yep.
Did you find the little up down metal tab that goes by the hand crank?
That's the only thing I think I'm going to have to, get down and dirty and just manufacture one.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
so that's the last of the pieces that are missing then, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it is complete. As of this next weekend, then it'll be complete.
I still, even though you will be able to crank it, it's still going to be a, hey, baby.
Yeah. The noises it makes as it comes up just puts the hair on the back of your neck. You're like, I don't know if this is going to make it back down.
Yeah. Don't slam.
So the Defiant is at Pete's place. You got yourself a Terradrome now, I believe.
Yeah, I picked up a Terradrome about a week and a half ago at the same pawn shop where I found the Defiant. A guy locally sold a collection into this pawn shop, and there's a Terradrome, there was the Defiant, there was a flag, there was a mobile command post, there was a command center, a MOBAT, all kinds of stuff. I bought the MOBAT, I bought the Terradrome, I bought the Defiant. And the Terradrome is sitting right over here, and it's going to need a little more TLC than the Defiant, but I think once it's done, it'll be awesome to have.
Awesome. And can the viewers of the channel expect some footage of you going through the process, or is that something you would be willing to do?
I'm not as skilled as Scuba Pete and my restoration stuff, so I'm going to be tapping into him a little bit on some advice on how to do some of these things. The getting rid of the yellowing on something that you can't dunk into a peroxide bath,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can. You just need about 50 gallons of peroxide.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then I've got some pieces to source, and then the repair. I'm learning about repair and plastic weld and stuff like that. So yes, you can expect some videos for that.
Awesome. So viewers, you heard it here first. We're definitely gonna team up, the three of us, again for that, and we're gonna do a lot of other stuff in the future. Plenty of stuff we can put out there if you enjoyed this content. We sure enjoyed this, didn't we, fellas?
Oh, it's been amazing. Yep, we sure have.
All right.
Blast.
Well, we're gonna sum it up here for this video. Pete, Jeff, thank you again so much for.
Thanks everybody for watching.
And thank you everybody for watching indeed. See you on the next one.
Yo, Joe!
Yo, Joe!
Yo, Joe!
Woo!